3 college students thought ragging a freshman was just a game. They were wrong, because the boy they terrorized made a deal with something ancient, something that doesn't forget, doesn't forgive, and never stops. This is the true story of Room 37.
Part 1. The room that didn't exist. Samir had checked every floor twice. 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 1st floor. Room 37 was nowhere on any of them. He was 18 years old, fresh out of a small village 300 miles away, carrying a duffel bag and a scholarship letter, and the specific kind of hope that belongs only to people who haven't been broken yet. A senior student leaned against the 2nd floor railing, watching him with an amused smirk. "Lost already, freshman?" "Room 37. I can't find it anywhere." "Sealed. Move to the 4th floor. Go up." A pause, then quieter. "Watch yourself up there. Your new roommates aren't the friendly type." Samir found the room. Empty. He dropped his bag, collapsed onto the nearest bed, and was asleep before he could even process the warning. He didn't hear them come in. Cold water hit his face like a slap. He jolted upright, gasping. 3 figures stood over him, backlit, grinning, filling the room with the specific energy of people who enjoy having power over others. The leader stepped forward, big shoulders, easy smile, the kind of guy who had never faced real consequences for anything in his life. His name was Vicky. "Sleeping before welcoming us? Big mistake, freshman." Samir looked around. Rakesh, nervous, twitchy, eager to impress. Jatin, quiet, already filming on his phone. "Touch my feet and apologize," Vicky said, "or go outside and bark like a dog in front of everyone." "Please," Samir said, "I'm begging you, don't do this." Vicky's smile didn't change. "Then here's option 3, 3rd floor. There's an old sealed room near 36. Used to be room 37 before a student hanged himself inside. They say his ghost still walks those walls every night. Go in at midnight, stay 10 minutes, come back out. That's it." He pulled a rusted key from his pocket and held it out. "Or are you just another coward?" Samir looked at the key, looked at their faces, understood for the first time that both choices were traps, that there was no way to win here. Part 2. What lives in the dark. The 3rd floor corridor at midnight had its own atmosphere. The lights had faded to a bruised, sick yellow. Pipes groaned inside the walls. Samir's footsteps echoed in the empty hallway as he walked toward the sealed door. No number plate, just bare, swollen wood and a lock gone brown with rust. His phone buzzed. Vicky's video call. "We're watching. Move!" Samir raised the key, pressed it into the lock. The mechanism screamed, a metallic shriek that bounced off every wall in the corridor. The door opened. The smell came first, rotting wood, copper, closed air carrying the specific weight of rooms where something terrible happened and then was quietly forgotten. He raised his flashlight. Cracked plaster, broken ceiling fan tilted at a wrong angle, cobwebs thick as curtains across every corner. Then the video call cut out. Silence dropped over him like a hood. He redialed. No signal. Again. Nothing. And then, footsteps. Soft, deliberate, crossing the room toward him, stopping 6 feet away. "Who's there?" Silence. His imagination. Just his imagination. The window exploded open. A hand closed around his ankle, cold, strong, real, and yanked him. He hit the floor face first. Pain split across his forehead, blood running warm into his eyebrow. He scrambled upright, lunged for the door. Jammed. He pulled, kicked, pushed. Nothing. Breath on the back of his neck, a hand on his shoulder, heavy as stone. He spun around, screaming. Jatin and Rakesh stood there, laughing, phones pointed at his face. They had entered through a side passage they knew by heart. They had done this exact same thing with every new freshman for 2 years.
Look at him shake, Jayton howled. Whole campus sees this tomorrow, Rakesh added. Please, delete it, please. They reached for him. He shoved them back with everything he had and ran. Up the stairs, through the corridor, into his room. Vicky was waiting. Running has consequences. Then Rakesh screamed from below. Not a joke scream, not a joke. The sound of something going catastrophically wrong. They ran downstairs. Jayton stood frozen outside the sealed room. Rakesh was gone. What happened? Vicky grabbed Jayton's arm. Where is he?
Part 3. One by one. The police came. The police left. Jatin's phone footage cleared both of them. No direct evidence of foul play. The administration called it a tragic accident. Anti-ragging notices went up on every floor. Vicky and Jatin told themselves it was bad luck, a freak thing, not their fault, not really. They almost believed it, for exactly 1 week. On the 8th night, at the stroke of midnight, Jatin's window knocked 3 times from the outside. 4th floor, nothing outside that window, no ledge, no pipe, nothing. He got up, looked around, empty room. He turned back toward his bed. Something shoved him violently from behind. His forehead cracked against the desk corner. He spun around, bleeding, vision blurring, and saw it. A shape standing in the corner, tall, dark, wrong proportions, arms too long, neck too extended, no face visible, just 2 faint points of cold light where eyes should be. It moved toward him, slow, patient, like something that had waited a very long time and was no longer in any hurry. It lifted him off the ground, threw him against the wall. The impact woke Vicky and Samir in the next room. They found Jatin collapsed beneath a wall streaked red with his blood, barely conscious, muttering words that made no sense. They rushed him to the hospital. Doctors sutured the wound, bandaged it, turned away. The sutures began tearing open on their own, one by one, like invisible fingers picking them loose from the inside. Jatin screamed. He rose off the hospital bed, no one touching him. Part 4. The true face. Vicky sat alone in the hostel room. 2 friends dead in 8 days. His hands hadn't stopped shaking since the hospital. When Samir walked through the door, Vicky lunged at him. You did this! You've been here since day 1! What did you bring with you? What did you do? His hands found Samir's throat and squeezed. Then he looked at Samir's face and let go. Because Samir was smiling. Not the smile of a frightened college boy. Something else was wearing that face. Something behind the eyes, looking out through them with ancient, patient satisfaction. Blood ran from Samir's eyes like tears. 2 down, the thing using Samir's voice said. 1 left. The debt isn't settled yet. What debt? Vicky stumbled backward. What are you? Think back. September 11th. The window. The boy who begged you to stop. And the memory hit him like cold water. Flashback. September 11th. Please, just delete the video. I'm begging you. Jump if you want. We really don't care. Naveen had stood at that window, humiliated beyond what he could carry. They had pushed him, joking, not joking, the line gone blurry with cruelty. His foot slipped. He fell. He died on the stones below. He had one person in this world, an older brother who had pleaded with him to leave that place, who had been driving to get him when the call came, who arrived 2 days too late. That brother's name was Samir. He had spent months searching for answers in places most people don't look. He found the book in a store that seemed to exist only in certain kinds of desperate light. He read the chapter on the Ghoul.
a creature of vengeance and borrowed flesh. Offer it blood, give it purpose. It will wear your face and collect what is owed. The price? Your soul travels with it. You do not return. At midnight, he drew the circle, lit the candles, spoke the words, offered 3 drops of his own blood. He collapsed. The shadow stepped forward and put on his face.